Live, we are live, we are live, man. People, it is cold outside. A lot of snow in New York, man. And the snow out there, man. The snow is out there deep this morning. Deep, man. Let me show you guys some pictures out there. It's not. Yeah, man, it's getting bad, guys. I just came from outside. I shoveled the front of the house, what I mean, and I'm trying to, you know, get trying to shovel so we don't build up later on. So I shovel, the porch. But guys, there's so much snow out there, man. Look at that. Look at that, guys. It's bad. But most of all, this one. I mean, I took these maybe like an hour ago. So it might be even worse now. Um I just look out the window. Just look out the window and I saw all that work I did. It's like I didn't even do nothing. Yeah, man. It's bad, guys. It's bad out there this morning. So if you don't have to go out there, don't go out there. If you don't have to go into work, try not to go into work. Out there, guys. A lot of snow, man. It's bad out there, guys. It's bad. It's bad. Let me move myself out the way. I went out there early, about it's 6:37 now. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, man. See, I went out there early and I'm doing, it's a lot of snow out there. I try to, shovel, clean up my little spot so at least if I have emergency. But listen, I just look out the window. It make no difference what you went out there to do. But what I'm shocked at the HOA. The HOA didn't do anything. They should at least, shovel. They should at least, you know, you could tell those tracks there. Cause my neighbor, he drove his car there. So he have some type of track so he could get out. And he worked for the MTA and he got out this morning. I just did a short. It's on my platform just to go see the live video. See how it is? See all that snow that I threw out in the street. Look at that. It's covered. So that means man, it's not a good look. It's not a good look right now. It's not a good look out there right now, guys. So I just see I did my see all of that. I went out there because if you don't shovel, it's going to be more. So I shovel all that snow and I shove it to the side. Guys, press the like button, guys. Press the like button. Thanks for joining me this morning. That's not really the show, but you know what I mean? It's not really my show this morning, but where are you? I'm in Staten Island. I'm in Staten Island, believe it or not. I'm in Staten Island, man, and it's bad. It's bad, guys. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. The snow, it's getting to be deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep, guys. It's deep. The snow is deep. You saw my show this morning, but man, it's a lot of things in the news. You know what I mean? But we're gonna hang a little bit, talk about the snow, and you see right here, I shovel my, my area there. So at least if I have emergency, I'll come out. But I'm hoping that the HOA come out because the HOA should at least came out and do at least one round of shoveling, and it won't be as bad. But the issue, let me tell you how wicked some of my people in my neighborhoods are, and some spiteful, and these people they don't care, selfish, rude, arrogant, especially the people on the board. Um, when me and another person that he moved, he sold his house, sold one house, and my neighbor moved to Florida. Good person, good man, an ex-cop. Me and him used to be very good friend. We went to each other house, hang out, talk, watch sports. barbecue and all them things there. And so what happened was he left, and the board people, it was horrible. And the board, when we took over the board, when I bought my house years ago, the board people was robbing up money. People, it was just a big shambles. So I'm the one that put the fire underneath these people. I said, I am not going to settle for this. So I started asking questions. I went straight to the source, and I confront the person who was doing the shoveling the snow. And I said, you are a liar, you are a robber, you're robbing the people for over 20 something years. These people in the street need to be done. Nothing these people doing, they don't do nothing on the up and up. It's always some agenda for them to make money. Stay in Miami. Good for you, man. So thank you for the donation, Tasha. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. That was you, Tasha, that gave the gift? That was you? Thank you. Thank you for the bronze medal. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, man. So right now, if the, the HOA have bobcats, that they could come in and shovel the snow. But the issue that they're gonna have now, when I was on the board, you see that fence back there? I put that fence back there. Me and the next guy, because we had people parking on the property, and in the back. You see where you go in the back? All the park is in the back. We had people was parking in the back, and they didn't. It was our property, so we went to Borough Hall, find out what the property is. All this thing was I was on the board, so we tell them, listen, if you want to park it, you have to pay. Ain't no free park in New York if it's not on your property or parking zone. So we had like 3 or 4 cars back there parking. We had a man who had a business, construction business. He was parking his truck back there, was paying us. So we was getting like $100 and something from all these people, and that's the money that went to the HOA to pay for that fence back there, that white fence. It was disgusting. The neighborhood was horrible. It was just nasty. The street, nobody cleaned it. It was nasty, the block, when I came in. So about 12, 14 years ago, things start changing. People start taking initiative to do things much better than they had. We used to have black parties, me and the board. We had summer party, black party, community party, things for the community. We paint all the lines, the only problem was the pavement. But the people who was on the board before, crooks, liars. I knew someone in DEP. I know someone on that work in that department. It was a big it's all these HOA, it's a big scam to cover money from, from who. We know who buy these, the money come from these, all these legal activity. And we know Staten Island in the 80s and 90s, a lot of people should come here to recycle their money, and because Staten Island would be a big hideaway. All these big time people, MOB, they live here in Toad Hill, and how they recycle the money through real estate, and they build these houses, and they build these houses with 8 people. I have 2 HOA. I'm paying 2 HOA and a pumping station. In the year 2026, I'm paying 2 HOA and a pumping station, and I refuse to pay. I refuse to pay. And we sue them, and yeah, we know how it is. So this is what we on those people property, and they put a hook on our property to another development. People, it was horrible. That's how these people cycle and hide their money. And I have a lot of information about it. And a lot of people in this community, I believe they knew exactly what was going down, especially one person that been on the board since these houses was made. He made deal with these people. And guess what? The person who I bought my house from, he used to live here. He had 2 houses and bought another house on the same block. And I bought this house, but they're all connected. They're all I have documents and papers showing that people who sign, people who own the block, the name is in the city. I know these people are crooks and liars, and I have proof. But I really can't say what the association that I'm in. But we hire a lawyer, and right now we had a lawyer, and they changed. Let me tell you what happened. How these people did. They changed a pumping station to another name, and they don't have an address. It's a mailing address in Jersey. So what that's telling you. We know these are legal activities, but we have judges and lawyers sign off on these papers. big time lawyers and judges sign off. I have all of their names that sign off on these papers because these people are all in cahoots. It's just like the Epstein's case right now. So speaking of the Epstein case, good morning, people. Good morning. Speaking of the Epstein case, we have some people in some hot water. Name all in the fly. In it. Listen, let me let me um let me wave on my disclaimer right now. My disclaimer. Listen. Everything that I'm going to speak about is all allegedly according to the Justice Department of the United States. There is no evidence or any charges against this person that's on the screen that name all in Epstein's face, just like Prince Andrew name all up in this case. I haven't seen no arrest. I need to see arrest away from Prince Andrew because he lost his crown. He got demoted. He don't have no birthright. He could never be in a royal to be royal of nothing. If he's the last prince that's standing, he cannot be on there. She's guilty. According to the paper, there is something in it about, or I don't know if I could say this on YouTube. My God, I have to be very careful. But YouTube know what I speak about, especially, my AI broke it down and sent me what my channel stand for, Hard Truth. I have a personal AI on YouTube that I use, but I'm not going to use those words because I don't want to offend anyone. But if you read the Epstein files, Elaine DeGeneres the I'm just going to say Elaine. I don't know how to pronounce her name. DeGeneres, whatever her name is. She's been accused of doing some horrific, horrible, horrible, inhumane practices. If you get what I'm saying, inhumane practices. This is not containing to her, but I know for a fact you have people who they do ritual to stay young. Let me tell you how crazy it is. Let me show you something. Terrence Harvard, who report shall you believe? Be careful with this man. Be careful with this man. Be careful. Be careful. Whose report shall you believe? This man came on and talking about it's time to look at what's taking place in the world. Let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something, people who believe in God. Do not let someone come with their philosophy and vain philosophy and put distortion in your mind to confuse you. There is a God. These people don't believe in God. I don't know what Terrence Crawford is searching for, but whatever he's searching for, I don't want no part in it. And he's spreading these rumors online, and these people have massive of followers. Be careful what you put in your spirit because these people are not right tight. The word of God tell you everything that you need to know. Everything you need to read the book of Habakkuk, Joel, Daniel, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, 12 minor prophet, Saint Mark, Matthew. Read those. It will tell you what's going to go on this planet. You don't need nobody come and tell you this and this and this and that. Pull your head with a whole bunch of propaganda. You don't need that confusion. Who's the author of confusion? We know who's the author of confusion. It's the devil. So it's crazy that her spouse mysterious died after she touched her about Epstein. Listen, she left United States and live out the country for a minute. I don't know what trickery these people are playing. They wait until things blow over. Now she's back. She just purchased a $26 million mansion in back United States. Do you see how she looked recently? People, she looked very, 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 I know she's an older woman, 68, but people, she looked horrible. It seemed to me, whatever she was doing prior, she don't have access to that things no more. After the Epstein file been out in public about 7 to 8 years. People have a lot. People cover up, hide. They clean up. They cleaning up. And I believe why some people left the country. They left the country to take some things out of it. If you can't find any trace here in this country of what these people were involved in, you don't have no proof. And that's the problem right now. The government do not have any proof. No proof. They have victims, but those victims are irrelevant. Because if they was relevant to the situation, people would have been arrested. So the victim have no impact on these cases right now. It's 8 years, people. Some of these people in their 30s, 40s, maybe I don't know. So you mean to tell me all of these victims and no arrests? All of these victims that came out with P. Diddy and he got arrested. So how come this man did worse thing than P. Diddy and no arrest? Epstein? Something is not right. The ritual magic sacrifice is over. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. We have a lot to cover this morning. We know this lady here. Influencer Bianca Diaz, whatever her name is. Dias, Diaz, not Diaz. There's no D. Diaz. Dead at the age of 27. Chasing beauty. Chasing beauty. Let me tell you something. When you're not happy with what God give you, and you want to improve your body, there's a strong possibility you won't come out alive to enjoy it. Fake lips, fake breasts, fake nose, fake eyelashes, fake eyebrow. There is nothing on this lady what is real. The only thing probably real on her is a private part. I'm going to say it again. The only thing probably real on this lady is probably her private part, because everything else on her body been tampered with. She went in for surgery, Brazilian, and unfortunately, this influencer died. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. Vince McMahon. People, this man, his face looked fake. Vince McMahon is 80 years old, WWF. We know who Vince McMahon. Ronda Rousey got in trouble. This man did some despicable, devilish, dynamic things. Oh my God. Defecate in people's face and mouth. People, this is disgusting. I'm making a point. I'm making a point. My point is, we are close. We are close, guys. We are close. We are close. We are close. We are close. We are very close to the end time. Don't you see time is running out, people? Don't you see time is running out? Look at this man. Do you remember her? Ah, I'm making a point. I'm covering a lot of things this morning by the grace of God, because I didn't do a live yesterday. I did a live yesterday. I was supposed to have a guest on, my guest Golden Child. Unfortunately, she's in California and she woke up late. We were supposed to come on 11 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock California time, and she the one picked the time. I'm not sure you sure. And she said she worked, and Sunday was the best day for her to do the live. But unfortunately, she overslept yesterday. We didn't get to do the live, but we will do the live. Okay, Shakira Richardson. A couple of weeks ago, she got pulled over doing 105 mile per hour and got arrested. And the police was very stern with her. Didn't want to hear nothing she have to say. But hear this now. The system for poor and rich people is ridiculous. Vince McMahon got into an accident. Shakira Richardson did not get into an accident. She was just speeding. Vince McMahon, this happened last year, have a Bugatti. He was doing 115 mile per hour and trying to overtake another person and didn't was paying attention and lost car and crashed his car. And he could have killed that person. This man never got arrested and never talked to seriously that what he did couldn't kill himself or injure others. The police didn't say nothing like that. Showing you, that's showing you. For all these people to America, America is not, it's not the country, it's the people in the country. You have the most racist and taught behind the neck two concept of laws for rich and poor. And you notice I didn't put color in this. This has nothing to do with color. I am telling you, I have nothing. Racism is from the devil. Racism has nothing to do with color. Racism have to do with status. You'll keep listening to the devil and let the devil tell you racism is about color. No, it's not. The racism is about status. Two separate laws. As Shakira Richardson is well known, famous, there are two different systems in this country when it comes down to is rich and poor. There's no in between. There's no middle class. And it's showing you rich people get special treatment. Vince McMahon didn't get arrested. His car was didn't get didn't get arrested. But Shakira Richardson did. And Vince McMahon was going faster than Shakira Richardson. Vince McMahon was going 115 mile per hour. This man is 80 years old. And he looked fake. His face looked like plastic. These people have so much plastic surgery that their skin is thin out that it's like plastic. Chemicals that people are using, chemical peeling and all them things there. And so, but one thing that they need, what these people do, they have a new system. Dana White is unique, or he came out and said it. What they do, these people, they use the same machine like a dialysis that clean out your blood and filter it. What they do, they recycle their own blood. They have a machine that recycle their blood, filter their blood, and put it back in their body. So these people think that they could live longer, but the devil is lying to them. Let me tell you something. You cannot prolong your life. Only God can. You could prolong it with medicine, but what's going to be the result? You're going to be addicted, and you're just going to be not you. Because when you take medication over the period of time, medication destroy your body. Because medication is a foreign substance in your body. Your body's supposed to recycle its blood on its own. That's why your kidneys there for. Oh my God. People, The rich is separate from the poor because the rich have money and they have technology to prolong their life. But one thing I know is this: there is two different laws when it comes down to rich and black. It proved right here: rich and white and black. And I'm going to put color in it, because if she was a white person, she would never got treated like that. But he's a white person, look how he got treated, and she's a black person, look how she got treated. See, the devil used racism and status to control people. The devil introduced racism. Everything that is distorted is introduced by the enemy. Everything is distorted, introduced by the enemy. So there's a lot of talk about Ellen, about what she stood for in Hollywood, what happened in Hollywood, her show, what happened to that famous DJ. Twitch used to be I don't know, he used to be, I don't know, he died, he committed suicide. He used to be the DJ for her. And how that went down, man, was crazy. Money. Um a lot of these people, they're doing it for what? For money. Money, 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 the bag. You know, you heard what Crawford said, right? Bud Crawford, he went on some podcast, and I don't know if that guy was real or that guy was, but he looked like he's real. He looked like he's a person that will sell out when it comes down to money. Because the way he's saying it, he's saying, oh, and Crawford had to put him in his place. Crawford said, yeah, I'm contented, man. There ain't not much money. 100,000, million, 20, 100. No, because you selling out your soul. When you sell out your soul, you compromise your morals and your character. That's what you do. You compromise the morals and your character. You sell out for money. And a lot of people in our community, in our black community, sell out. What's a major issue in our community? Money. 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 And when you look at it, guys. Look at what I'm saying this morning. When you look at it, everything that's motivating this world is about money. So I don't need Terrence Crawford. I don't need Terrence Crawford come on here telling us some mix up story. This man is confusion. Listen, any religion that bring confusion, no clarity, is not of God. Some of these people don't even believe in God. All right. Let's keep going down, guys. Snowing heavy out there this morning. Take a little break. Go back to the snow. Heavy, guys. Heavy snow out there this morning. Be safe. If you don't have to go out there, don't go out there. If you don't have to go out there, do not go out in New York City. You don't have to go. You don't, people. The snow is high. The snow is high, guys. Look at this. This is about an hour and a half ago. I went out there about 5:30. It's almost 7:05. I went out there and I shoveled that part of my car so I could have you know, some type of entrance. But it's bad, guys. It's bad. Don't go out there if you don't have to go out there. I mean, I went to the grocery store, pick up little stuff yesterday for the house, you know what I mean? Eggs and things like that for the boys, bread. And the word of God told us about these things. that in the last days all things are going to happen. All of these things happening, it's not surprising. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ritual, magic, government is in Trump. Listen, man. Listen, your guys have some very, very, very you have some very good point. Everyone are free to his own life. Depends. I feel very sorry for this woman because I have feeling she's not with the Lord in heaven. Wow. Yeah, man. She got a warning. Okay, she got a warning. You are jealous, not white and rich. Oh my God. Marcy, what are you talking about? You are jealous, not white and rich. I'm jealous because I'm not white and rich. You are a sick woman. You are a devil. You speak like a foolish woman. You know, you speak like you speak like Job's wife. You speak like a foolish woman. Foolish. She was hitting 145 plus on highway with me in passenger seat. Liar. I would say about a rich person, yes. Yes. Listen, you okay, Ghost Samurai. Okay, Marcia, whatever you say, if that's, money, power, and sex. Good for you if you celebrate. Welcome to the live, guys. Listen, we know what's coming. You know, you know what it is? All of your guys could come in my chat and talk whatever you want. It's cold, man, people. It's cold. You could talk whatever you want, but hear this one. Hear the truth. Hear the truth that the fact is. Everything I'm saying is biblical and there's nothing you could do about it. Everything I'm saying is biblical. It's biblical. We're living in biblical times and your guys don't want to believe it. I don't have to come on here and preach and tell your guys believe. You don't have to believe nothing. But guess what you have to believe? You cannot run from reality. What power? You talking about power? What power are you talking about? What power are you talking about? Ghost Samurai. What a name, Ghost Samurai. Your people, I hope your guys have a meaning to these names that you're coming up with. Ghost Samurai. Do you have a meaning for that name, or are you just saying it because it sounds good? It's a good YouTube name. I know what coming because Lord, I'm not even going to say that name. Angel guide me. That's how I play with role playing on YouTube. Man, listen. Ain't no role playing over here. There is no role playing over here. So you need to roll your play out of here because there ain't no role playing. We live in real life. You talking about role play? Do you know what's coming on this planet? Do you know? Let me tell you. People don't understand what about to come on here. Let me see here. Um, okay now. Okay. hmm Okay. The last couple of lives I've been talking about Jesse Jackson because we know he recently died. And his legacy do not leave a good taste in my mouth. I believe Jesse Jackson compromised. I believe that he sold out for money. I believe he compromised out with the LGBT community. He's been supporting it since 84. Because I believe I don't have no proof. Allegedly, I don't have any proof. I'm gonna my disclaimer right now. But only proof I have is from the word of God. That God is putting intuition, a sense of discernment that Jesse Jackson was getting money from the LGBT community to run his campaign back in 84, 88. See the famous colors. So share your comment on this one. Do you think Jesse Jackson left a good legacy behind? Because all he left behind is LGBT community rights. Nothing about black people. Because this man merged black issues, civil rights issues with LGBT community rights. What a disgrace. This man didn't do nothing for me. He sold out, Dr. Martin Luther King. He sold out. You didn't know that Jesse Jackson left, deserted, abandoned Dr. Martin Luther King associate organization, right? To form his own. To form his own to create Push and Rainbow Coalition. He left Dr. Martin Luther King, I think it was Christian Study Group, something like that. So Dr. Malort King found out something to contain towards black people and what's going to go down, and they unaligned him. His own people unaligned him. It wasn't no James Earl Jones, James Earl, whatever his name is. Lie, 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 lie. It wasn't even the gun that used people. It's a bunch of lie, cover up, corruption. And his own, same as Malcolm X, same as Bobby Kennedy, same as Medgar Evers, their own people sold them out. And I keep telling people this: you're not going to find your enemy in your house. Cause why would your enemy want to come to your house? He don't like you. He's going to stay far away from you. House enemy. House. Do you know what a house enemy is, guys? When somebody say house enemy, a house enemy know everything about you. Majority know your routine, know your family, know your wife, know your cousin, know your sister, know your brother, know your kids. Come to your house, eat your food, drink your water, drink your everything. He's a house friend, and he become a, because all that time this enemy is planning how to get you, just like Judas. Plan all that time when to get and say, listen, the one I kissed, that's the one. You have a lot of house enemy that are kissing. They will betray you. Anytime you have an organization, you better pray to God you have some good people around you that are looking out for your interests. One thing Pastor Leighton Smith told me, Pastor Leighton David Smith, a Faith Evangelist Ministry in Ground Zero, Manhattan. He said the one thing he fear is a house enemy because you don't see the house enemy. And if you don't have the people around you to discern, to discern what's around you, you are in trouble. Hear this now. And the reason why I said, listen now, I remember one time I went to bed, and this is all in a dream that I'm telling you about. I dreamed that I see Pastor Smith in my dream in the church preaching, and the choir came up. The choir came up, And I didn't go to church that week because I was doing something. I was fasting, and I said, God, I need some answers. And God showed me, he said, and at the same time, Pastor Smith he said, man, house enemy, house enemy. And when the dream was over, I said, oh my God. I called a person that was in the church, and he said, Wesley, oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. Exactly what you said in your dream or saw in your dream came to pass. I said, what happened? So in the dream, the choir, they had on their robe, but guess what? Underneath the robe, they didn't have no clothes on. Naked, and naked is sin. Just like Noah. Anytime you see someone in the Bible and they're naked, is represents sin. And the people in the choir, they lift up their gown, they were all naked. Oh my God. So when I called this person from the church that Monday, because I didn't go to church on Sunday, he said, my God, Wesley, you wouldn't believe. He said, who is sleeping with who? Who have issue with who in the church? And these people proclaim to be holy and sanctified, and these people living in sin. And it was the main person who I point out. He was the main person who was doing, because this man was married and having an affair with somebody in the church and singing on a choir. And these are the people who were surrounding with the pastor. So the pastor cannot see the enemy, because the enemy is this in disguise. So I am telling you guys, these people, was he even called? They went. Jesse Jackson, like reverend is not biblical and reverend is not biblical. This planet is, you do what you want to do. You know that, don't you? What? This planet is hella. You do know that, don't you? What? Listen. Oh, you saying this planet is hell? This is not hell. This is not hell. People saying this is hell. This is not hell. Do you think you could wake up in the morning? Oh, I'm not going to brush my teeth. Oh, I need to drive here. Oh, I need to go to the laundromat. Oh, I need a doctor appointment. I need to go to the bank. I need to do this. I need to do that. You need to do all of that. Hmm. And you say this is hell. So how could how people, so you saying hell could be better? So how people improve? This is not hell. I call this the valley of decision. You have to make a decision here. So what happened now after the people in the church wasn't the same no more. The deacon left. The people who was hot, what they say hot, speaking in tongues and blah 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 in church, pretending all that. For them, pride was more longer than everybody else. For them, pride was more better. Everything was much. They want to outdo everybody, but they are demons. Because the blood didn't reach them. The blood didn't reach them. The blood of God didn't reach them. The blood people. I said to this to a couple people the other day that in Genesis people miss it. Um, do you know, in order for God to establish communication back with Adam and Eve, you know what he had to do? Because they left their spirit left God present. That's what happened. Their spirit left God present. Because hear what the word of God said. My spirit not all the time going to strive with you. So what after that, their spirit did not strive with God. The spirit left at one point. That's how God knew something was wrong, because the spirit was not with God. The spirit was somewhere else, because you cannot serve two masters. So what happened, the way God came back in the Garden of Eden, and I'm going to keep saying this because people need to hear it. Eve knew exactly the rule, what need to be done. She knew the rules. But what happened was, not that they've been tricked. When they did all of that, God came back and God always have this plan. In the beginning, was God had a plan since day one. Before Lucifer did the unthinkable, God had a plan. In the beginning, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word is always the Word, and the Word could be anything that the Word choose to be. And the Word came here in the flesh. After the word left the comforter, the spirit. That's the spirit. The eye of God go through and fro. That's the comforter. The spirit see everything. He's the one going to be a witness against you. So you can never say, oh, I didn't do that. No, because the Holy Spirit is everywhere right now. So what happened now in the Garden of Eden? God had to cover them with the skin. I think it was from a goat or a lamb or whatever it is. God had to cover them. Why? Because when he see the blood that shed, it remind him of his son, what Jesus Christ came to do. For God so loved the world. That's what it is. So God had to establish back the covenant with us, because we lost the covenant when we went out the presence of God, because darkness came in, and darkness and light cannot reign at the same time. Do I make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. So a lot of people, pastors and Christian, I'm not going to use that word Christian. A lot of people who say they are scholar of the Bible, listen what I'm saying. God always have the plan. God knew the end was going to do this. God knew everything. But here what I'm saying is this. When when Adam and Eve transgress, God had the plan. God had the plan, because there was I don't know if it was a goat or a sheep or lamb, the skin. That means if you skin an animal, blood have to be shed. And that blood, the lamb, who's the lamb? Who's the lamb? Lamb of life. That's Christ. That's God. So what happened was, when Jesus came into the world, he was the lamb that slaughtered, and his blood for the remission of our sin, his blood, his precious blood. That's why the enemy don't have no power. When you say the blood of Jesus, that's powerful. Anybody, I don't care what anyone say. When you speak, I study the blood. When you study the blood, because guess what happened? When he see the blood, he cannot overcome it, because it is truth. So God shed the ram blood and covered them in the Garden of Eden to build back that connection through the blood. The only time you get remission for the sin is through the blood of Christ. You must believe in the blood, because guess what? When the angel of death came, what you think they hiss up? The blood, the blood, the blood. The blood over the door, the blood over the top and the side of the. That's why the Jewish people, they always put those things by the door. What it represent? The blood. They don't know. They don't know the blood. God do not sacrifice human blood. Never. Then people say, oh, YARDCHAT. Oh, when Abraham and Isaac. Listen to what I'm saying. God wanted to see the measure of Abraham's heart. God will never sacrifice a child or shedding blood. Only the ram blood. The lamb that was slain for the world. Because what happened now, when Christ born, he had to be baptized by John the Baptist, his cousin, which 6 months apart. So when John saw, he said, "Oh my God, the dove, you are the one, you are the one, you are the man, he's the one." But what happened now, Christ had to wait for the Holy Spirit. Oh my God. When he went into the wilderness for 40 days, he fought it. He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. When he came back out of the wilderness, that's when the Spirit came to him like a dove. And that's when John the Baptist said, okay, he's the one. He's the one. The problem with the world, we know there is someone coming. We know there is someone coming. But the problem is he the true Christ? That's the problem we got. That's the problem where we at right now. We at the point where we're going to see the son of perdition. That is who we wait. The world is waiting for right now. The son of perdition. Who is he? I believe he is born. I believe he was born in 2020. He's like 6 years old, just turned 6, or he'll be 6 this year. Do you think it was a coincidence why the pandemic struck? It was a reason why to set up the system properly. There is a movie I watched last night. I don't know why I watched that movie, but I watched it and I fell asleep. Then I woke up and I watched it again. I finished watching. It's called Megan. You need to go watch that movie. It's called Megan. Where listen, Elon Musk right now is saying that they could take your consciousness and put it in a machine. And the machine became what? A living object. People don't understand. We're looking for a man, but it's a system that will control by a man, but it's a system that going to control by the Antichrist, the devil himself, Lucifer. And right now, the system is here, ready to go. This just confirmed. This just confirmed what I was thinking, what God put in my mind and my thoughts a couple months ago. This movie. But Elon Musk said they have a challenge right now. Elon Musk came on TV, said they have a challenge right now. He said, we have the capability to transfer your consciousness, not your soul, your consciousness into a machine. That's exactly what Megan was doing, the movie Megan. Even go deeper than that. In the movie, there is two AIs. One is wicked and one is good. But hear this now. Here they trick you. Hear how they trick. Hear how they trick you. And people, whoever in this chat, play close your trend. Play close your attention. The devil is real. This is how they trick you. The bad robot want to get this called this black. We're going to call it the black box, the dark web. That means he would never, you could never disarm him. But the other robot had something, and she asked him, "What did you took?" He said, "I don't know." Until now, the movie didn't tell you what they took, and I think what they took was the souls and put their soul, their mind, their wicked mind into that AI. And she was wicked. Her name was Megan, and there was two separate Megans, two, but they have two different names. So what happened now? The evil robot got the power. So what the other robot did was befriend her and say, "Oh, I want to be part of this." But what happened? The person who created the so-called good robot put a detonator in her arm, but she knew it. So she said, "This is the only way." She said, "You think I didn't know what you did?" And she said, "This is the only way." But hear this though. So the good robot, went against the bad robot and destroyed the bad robot. But hear this now. Hear how the Antichrist come in slick. You have to be careful. The bad robot at the end still were in the system, but they both of them want the same thing. But the bad robot was going to use it in wicked. He made his point of view from up. But the other robot was also wicked. But they changed her thing of thought, but was always wicked. So she have this power now, and she said, "Oh, you thought you was gonna get rid of me that easy? I'm here." So the girl was like, "What?" She thought she was dead, and when she looked, she said, "Wait a minute." She looked in the system, and the robot started in a cartoon character started to talk to her. People, the thing is this: they said something in that movie. She said, "You have to let them in. You have to give them permission." People, that's the mark of the beast. That is the mark of the beast. You have to voluntarily let them in. It's the AI system is a mark of the beast because people in this movie, it was crazy. And they have another movie coming out where the AI, you have 90 minutes to defend yourself, either you're innocent or guilty. People, watch these movies. The enemy tell you exactly what he's doing. But hear this now. People with ears, let them hear. And if you're not tuned in, if you're not tuned into that divine march and know what time it is, you will be left in the cold. People, between 5 to 10 years, they're going to come up with a system where once you let them in, it's a wrap. They control your mind, your subconsciousness. They control people. That movie, Eye Opener, wake me up this morning, last night. A lot of things coming, man. A lot of things coming. When you see this AI, the AI is the mark of the beast. The artificial intelligence is the mark of the beast. I am telling you, I'm going to call a spade a spade. And if we do not take heed, people, we cannot stop what's coming. We cannot stop what's coming. But the word of God say, don't worry because I will take care of you. So I'm not worried. It's the people outside of God have to worry because they're going to be beguiled and tricked. And once you take this mark of the beast, they're going to erase you out of society and you're going to be the system. That's what they want to do. They want to get rid of all the humans and bring in artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence can be controlled. Human cannot. Human being cannot be controlled unless you go in the system. Narrow link, narrow link, narrow link, narrow link. So let's go back to Ellen. Unfortunately, I cannot go deep into this because the language to use, I cannot use that language on YouTube. They talking about food. I don't know if I got to speak in code this morning. They talking about food. And from what I'm hearing, her name is very deep, deep, deep in the Epstein file, like Prince Andrew. I don't know why I'm calling him Prince. You don't know what Prince, like Prince Charles' brother, Andrew. Andrew Charles. There is some allegations that she is bad, man. People, there is some allegation and things that this lady was doing. We don't know. Allegedly. Let me waive my disclaimer. Allegedly, this woman was doing the unthinkable to babies or humans in general. Does Google cybersecurity have employee role playing on YouTube as content creator? Um, mm, I heard about that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Ghost. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? A lot of, but from what I hear, man, she did left the country. She was out the country for a while, about 2 years. I don't know, but she was out the country for a while. And people said that she came back, and she recently bought a house, $26 million. She bought houses, man, a house. And people, let me tell you something, guys. It's not good, and I cannot. People, you guys, you're gonna have to go to you're gonna have to go to the paper. Go Google it and read it. But I'm not gonna say this over YouTube because I don't want to get a strike. But the report is not good. The report, things that she was doing, being part of, around a table, eating all type of. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. These are all allegations. But hear this now. 7 years, 8 years. Where is the arrest? Where are the arrests? Or is Prince Charles one going to be on the chopping block because he's already on the chop? Is he going to take the whole blame for this? Him and Epstein and the lady, they're going to take accountability for this. Why people not being arrested? That's why I don't understand. Listen, distraction coming out. I don't give a damn about UFO. I don't care about that. I care about this because kids, why people are not being arrested? Andrew, because Andrew got because he was selling information to Epstein. Isn't that treason? There have to be some truth to it because they demote him. He's not Prince no more. And he don't have inheritance no more. So that means there have to be some truth to it. Let me tell you something. The Crown did their own investigation and knew something was wrong. Prince Charles is staying far away from this man because he came out with a statement quick, quick. She just recently came back in. I think she used to live in the UK. She just came back to America. Just came back to America about a month ago or whatever. She came back. I guess things you know things got blown over, right? Listen, the only way I would believe that this thing happened, I want to see arrest. If nobody get arrested, that means they don't have no proof. If no one is getting arrested, that means they don't have no proof. And if you don't have no proof, you can't arrest no one. I don't care. You hear rumors, allegation. No, if you do not have no hard proof, no one is getting arrested. And the reason why Andrew got arrested because due to certain things, they had proof. His brother had proof. They're all aware that he did something foul and disgusting and egregious. So they had to cover their trail. Ellen is in the same predicament as Andrew, deep, 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 deep into this file, and we want to know why. But if no one get arrested, that means they saying these people did nothing wrong. And right now, no one's arrested. So I am listen, it is what it is. I don't know what you're talking about, Herb and Animal. I don't know shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Explain yourself. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the live. Make sure you press like, share, and subscribe to the platform, guys. We had a hunt. We had a right now we are at we are at 1,160 subscribers. We came in at no, we had 2,160. We came in at 2,157. So I see we had 60. So I'm assuming we had 3 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. And thank you very much. And listen, guys. Thank you, Tasha, for the $25, 25 diamonds or whatever you call it. Um, any donation that we get on this platform, and we would like people to donate. I don't come on. I do not mind. I'm not gonna ask people for Zelle, not Zelle, Apple Pay and we call it GoFundMe and PayPal. No, we're going to use everything that YouTube giving us on the platform. We have super chat if you want to if you want to donate. All donations that come to this channel, we're in the process to get a camera. We want to get a nice camera so we could do podcasts on site. Cause we have a lot of things lined up, even though I have a very, very good webcam, this camera is nice. I've been using it, but we want to go out and look more professional with a nice camera when we speak to people and lighting and things like that. That's what we're going to do when we do out in the community. Um, I don't know. I'm supposed to have someone on today, but I don't know what time, and I have to work tonight, 11 o'clock. And I don't know how to, and I work in nursing. So if I go there tonight, I'm going to be stuck till probably 2 days, 3 days. So I'm going to bring a little bag. I'm going to bring, even though they have those stuff in there, the toothpaste, but I'm going to bring my toothpaste, my deodorant, little wash rag and things, and maybe change the underwear, things like that. Because when you're there, the hospital just provide you a cot and a place to sleep, but get little refreshment, things like that. But I like to bring my own, and because I have a feeling I'm going to be stuck. And if I go in tonight, I will see how, they're saying that they want people to be off the road till 12 o'clock today. Right now we still have, it's almost 7:45. We still have another 4 hours. It's going to be 8 o'clock and 15, 8 to 12. That's 4 hours of snow because they're going to uplift that law 12 p.m. this afternoon and see how things go. It's supposed to be letting up, but I don't know, guys. I don't know how things going because it's still snowing hard. And all this work that I did earlier, all of this work, I just looked at before I came on. All of this work that I did, shoveling, people, all of this right here that I did, and this, it's like I didn't do anything. But for me, it's better because the snow not going to be high. It's not going to be high on the porch as high. At least I clean some off. This is the thing that people don't understand. If you don't go out and clean, not say you want to clean it, it's still snowing, but if you don't go out and shovel some of the snow off your car, off the driveway, off your porch, by the time you go out there, you can't walk. You're going to make it more heavier. So I just clean a little bit. My neighbor did the same thing. My neighbor came out. My neighbor came out on this morning. He worked for the MTA. And people, he you see this where the street is, his car is back there. And he came out and look at that. He came out, look at that. He came out and so what he did, he drove the car, make a little path first and went back. And he started the car heat up and he got out. There's a shorts. If you want to see what I record, there is a shorts on my platform right now, uploaded a shorts where my neighbor couldn't come out, but he finally came out. We had a Lexus, and it finally came out, and he had to go to work. So, people, I really spoke about this. About we live in an HOA, and the HOA dropped the ball. I believe they should at least bring, the people should at least came and do one shovel, with the bobcat. You know what I mean, just to clear it out because later on it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. See all this? This is a street right here. This is a street. This is my block. So it's this is what it before. This was see this is my street. So it's not like that no more. The snow probably covered the car tires now. It's up. It's up. You know what I mean? And if they would at least came and shovel one bobcat, it would make it easier. But we have another issue where they're going to put the snow. Cause in the back, we have a heap of snow in the back. It was melting, but it was so much snow, it didn't melt fast enough in 2 days. So they're going to put snow back on top of snow. They don't know where to put this snow. Nowhere. And the people in the neighborhood, because we all park on the left side, but these people in the front park there. You see what I'm saying? There is no cooperation. These people are selfish in this neighborhood. They just plain selfish and nasty and disgusting. You have people come and do mechanic work in the parking lot. I'm like, what is this? What is this? This. It was never like that. But these people who were on the board, that's how they live. Lazy, lay back, exactly how they live. They treat the HOA. They don't do nothing. They don't clean nothing. Nothing. But they want to be the head because they feel like they're entitled. They disrespect me and my neighbor who was an ex-cop. How they treated us. They said we were stealing money. I said, we stealing money, people. When we took over, and I'm going to keep it transparent, when we took over the HOA, people, these people who had the HOA for years, and when they gave us the bank statement, people, we had less than almost, I don't know, it was less than $10,000. It was nothing. It was nothing to you couldn't do nothing. That's a waste of money. And we all know they rob up the money. So what happened was we took over the board and we start generating money because people was parking in the back on the property. So no, you can't. So we start generating money for that. That's how that fence got put in the back because the last person we generate money to put that fence, this fence. See that fence, that white fence with a black corner back? We put that fence there and we wanted to put it go all the way in the back. And it was so bad, the fence it was disgusting when you come in the HOA. It was nasty, nasty. And we have some new people on it. It went go right back to the same way because these people, if you go to their house, the house is nasty. They don't clean their house. It's nasty, people. Nasty. That's why we don't socialize with those people no more. We used to be good friends, but those people are nasty. You literally go in their house, there's dirt on the floor. You go in there with a white pair of socks, you have to throw it away. Even my next door neighbor, we skis to go in that house. It was disgusting. It was nasty. So when you have people like that running HOA, they don't care. You know, you should at least have one HOA come and sweep. We're not saying to come just do just clean the snow so you have lease. But right now, these people, they're not doing nothing, and it's sad. So all this snow that we stole there is snow what we dug up, me and my neighbor, our car. So right now, and we dug it out, and look, look, all of that is covered again. So this is hours ago. So most likely the snow is probably up to the car's tires now. Most likely they're up to the car's tires. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned off my porch and all that earlier and clean the car off. People, it's like I didn't even do it. But it's going to be less work for me to do because imagine if I didn't clean off, it would be double, 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 double or triple snow out there. So, we did the best we could, man. And yeah, I cleaned a little path there, cleaned a little path so I could at least, do some, walk if emergency. But if there's emergency right now, if there is an emergency in this neighborhood, we are in trouble. If there is an emergency in this neighborhood, we are in trouble because the people on the board, they don't care. See, right now, this is the main street to come out. And right now, this is hours ago. So this street here is probably I'm assuming this snow right now passed all the car tires. Past tires. See? You see the fence? So is people, I don't know what's gonna happen, but they dropped the ball in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? I don't to be, if it was up to me, people, I sell my house and get the hell out of here, to be honest. Because these people, this neighborhood is going down to the rats. These people don't care. So my neighbor drove out. He had a Lexus. He made out. He worked for the MTA. He had to go to work. But if you really want to see the video, I have a video, and that was like from 5 o'clock this morning. So and it's still snowing out there hard. So all of that we did, I mean, it is what it is, guys. But thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. hmm So I went and cleaned out a little, you know, I had to clean out a little bit so it won't be as bad. Won't be as bad, but it's bad, guys. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad out there. So we had get into this a little bit now. Guys, make sure you press like, share. Can we go up to 10 likes, guys? Can we go up to 10 likes? We have over 11 people, 13. Can we go up to 10 likes? So we have influencer. I don't know if it's a YouTube or an influencer. She died trying to she want to get more surgery. And looking at her, everything on her is fake. Lip is fake, breast is fake, eyebrow is fake, eyelash is fake, nose job, plastic surgery. She had her face smoothed out. You can see it. And she died. She's dead because she wanted to be like a Barbie doll. Who's lying to these people? Who are lying to these people saying they need surgery? Why? Why they need surgery? Why you need surgery for what? BBLs. So Carla B saying she's gonna take out a BBL. Do you know how it's gonna look? People have this audacity that they could do anything to their body and reverse is gonna be. It's not going to be the same no more. She's gonna have complications now. I wonder why she want to take it out. Why all these years you had that fake as it fake ASS. It looked like she walking. She looked like she got on a diaper. She walking. It looked like she took a crap in her pants. She's walking like she's tired. She's walking like it hurts. So now you want to take it out. What damage? What damage is done to your body? You cannot replace it. You might as well leave it in. Your body going to look very deflated. You going to look, and you might have some complications. She could never give a vaginal birth. I guarantee you, was a C-section because her body cannot take it. People who have plastic surgery, they cannot they cannot give normal push out birth. They got to get plastic. They got to get C-section because their body is weak. You ever seen her, people? It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Do I have a picture in here? I think I might have a picture in here. I'm not sure. Yes, I do. I do. I do. Oh my God. That's it. It's wrinkled in the back. It's horrible. Horrible. Look at it. Now she said she wants surgery to take out a BBL. But if it's so nice, why you want to take it out? Why you want to take it out? And she's on stage twerking. It looked like it hurts. It looked like people. Let me show you how it looked like. Let it go up like this. That's how it is. She's on stage twerking. That's how it is. It looked like she shake it. It go boom, bop, boom, bop. It seemed to me she don't have no feel. It's nasty, man. It's nasty, people. It's nasty. It's nasty. Nasty. Nasty, guys. Nasty, man. Imagine you go in and you do the surgery and you want to take it out. How that's gonna look? How that's gonna look? You want to take out your fat, your fake butt. See, I mean they have to. There is no injection. You can't inject. You literally gotta put something in your butt, in your ass. I don't know. Any woman could do that, man. And they become people when they get old. Oh my God, man. The complication, the complication is bad. These people. So if so, you get breast implant, you get cheek implant, you get nose, you get eye, you get all the eye, you get the lip, all of the cheek, you get everything. I don't know, man. I don't know what woman is looking for. I don't know. I don't know why these women have to get BBLs and all of these things. And a man is telling these women, we don't want it. We don't want that. We don't want that because guess what? If I married you, I know in the future I'm gonna have to take care because of your complication through surgery. And this is what these people don't understand. The Megan Stallion, the Gorillas, they don't understand. You're young now. But when you start hitting your late 30s and 40s, that is when you're gonna know. that there is something wrong. Just like this transgender girl that want to transition to a girl to a guy, taking all of these shots. Now she have cancer in the same spot. She keep ejecting. She said, "Oh, I see this sore." Then she said she started doing the next leg injection. So both, she said, if they told me, yes, we are. We telling you these things. BBLs and plastic surgery are not healthy. It might seem good now, but the long term is going to cause more damage. All holy medicine. Listen, Herb. So all holy medicine. Okay, listen. Magic, mushroom. Listen, man. Listen. Hear this. Everything God made is good, but we are forgetting everything that God made is distorted. The devil distorted everything. So be careful what you're saying, what we're using now, because the devil distorted everything. It's not safe from God. God made something good, but the distortion did not come from God. Who's coming from? The enemy, the devil. That's who mess up. So all of these things, all these herbs, yeah. God made them for good, but the enemy destroyed them, and now people are using them for what? For wickedness. So not all medicine is of God. So don't say that. It was created for God, from God, but the intention behind it is distorted, and people are using it in a negative and bad way. And thank you for the line likes. Hope we get up to 10 likes, guys. We have 10 people in the chat. Can we get up to 10 likes? Can we get up to 10 likes today? Thank you everyone for joining. Um, what I mean, I'm not gonna be on long, guys. I think I've been on for like an hour and over an hour. So I don't know how it's gonna go, guys. Also, if you are interested, if you are interested in a podcast member, you want to be into the podcast. Also, we have two projects that's listed, guys. Right now we YouTube. I have permission to do the store, but I have no merchandise, so I'm using affiliated programs. And right now we have the North Face hat. It's for, it's right there, North Face. I think we have in different colors, green and blue or black. And also we have the Benninger podcast studio for, it's the microphone, the headset, everything. Um, if you're into podcasting, go get it, guys. And of course, I get a percentage off that. I keep it real. And if you're interested in those products, as long as this show going on, I think the product is listed there, guys. If you could see it, let me know. There's two YARDCHAT earn commission. Yeah, there's two. Yeah, there is two items listed there. If you're interested in one of them, buy it. And also, if you're watching my other video, there's items also tagged on other items, through the video. So if you're interested in that, you could purchase it. Everything is on through YouTube. That's it. They will send you the item. So yeah. So yeah, guys. So let me just check behind the analytic. What's going on behind the scene right now. Make sure everything is going good. And I could see my audience much better instead of looking at, I could see on the computer everything's going fine, everything's going well. Appreciate everyone coming in this morning, man. And we are live. We are live. Thank you very much. And the connection is excellent. I don't know. The last couple of days I had some issue with my Wi-Fi. I don't know what was going on with that, but yeah, guys. I don't know if I'm supposed to have on a guest today, but I don't know, what's going on. He said he was gonna let me know yesterday, which was Sunday, but I don't know, man. Like I said, people want to come on, hit me up. If you want to come on my podcast, my name is Wesley. Contact information is yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. Yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. If you want to come on and speak about certain thing, you want to give a testimony, you want to talk about your business, Whatever you want to speak about, let me know and we go with the thing. And so this morning, we're just showing people, out there on Staten Island. It's not, it's bad, guys. If you don't have to go out there, if you don't have to go out there, don't go out there, guys. You don't have to, don't go out there. It's a lot of snow. But I'm just disappointed in the HOA people that running this thing. They are, what I mean, you could at least tell the people, plan it ahead of time. You know it. Listen, I need for your guys to come out and shovel the snow. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. People just like to get people just like feel like they're doing something, they're not doing nothing. People like to feel like they have power, but there's not power. HOA is not power. So there's a lot of people who didn't like me and my neighbor that was on the board because we make the community much better. Things were much better, guys. And when we gave that, and I keep it real, when we gave the HOA the money that we collected over years, we had over like almost $25,000 in it. That's how much we gave them. $25,000. So this what happened. We had a meeting maybe like 2, 3 years ago or whatever. And they trying to fight us. My neighbor's trying to fight us. So what he come at me. So I'm like, what are you talking about? It was a big thing, big thing, big thing. He accused my neighbor of stealing money. And my neighbor came out. I felt so bad. And my neighbor felt so bad. He said, listen, I said, you come to my house, you drink my liquor, you drink my beer, eat my food, you eat all of this. For all these years, 20 something years, 30 something years, these people live together. Blah. I said, and you calling me a thief? He said, you can call me anything in the world, but I'm not a thief. And let me tell you, this man was an ex-cop. He was an ex-cop that in the 9/11 era, he was there. And I respect this man. This man, his family, they're very down to earth, very good people. And this man that he knew for all these years said this man is stealing. He said, and that's when he said, and his parents, it was older parents, the father passed away, the unfortunate mom passed away, and they sold their house because they had two houses, a mother and father, and the son had a house. So they sold the father house. They sold their house and gave the other house to the kids. And they moved to Florida. But they came back recently and we talked. He said, man, he said all the things that we did. So these people don't respect no one and good people, man. And people were saying, God, both of your guys on the board, he said, man, the complex was cleaner, things was getting done, people, but now nothing. It just people. So I've been here for like 14 years, almost 50. I think it's time to, I'm not comfortable here no more. Really not comfortable here no more. These people, some of them are liars. But it's all good, what I mean. Like I said, I don't hold no regrets with these people here. I just speak. I just say what's on my mind. You don't like it, tough, deal with it. And these people, they are not your friend. Um, they talk behind your back. They talk crap. But one thing they can't say, they could never say that when we gave them that book and they spend the money so foolishly. These people on the HOA. There's 24 houses. We don't accumulate that much money. Right now, the street need to be paved. But these people that ran the HOA, they were so disgusting and underhand table. We had to change the whole structure of the HOA. I personally read all the bylaws and everything because I want to have knowledge of. And I tell these people, I said, what you did is wrong. People, they used to have a guy coming to shove in the snow. Horrible. Just getting free money did nothing. Didn't put salt. Didn't use a bobcat. Just come with make it worse. And what make it so bad? We had a guy in the neighborhood. disability. He had one leg, but he had the the fake leg. And we had cameras, and one day I'm looking at the camera, review the camera, and he fell. And another person fell. She's a nurse, lady. She fell, and they could have sued the HOA. So what we used to do, we used to go to Home Depot, get salt. We used to go out there and put salt. We used to put salt because we want the community. And so we got rid of the old people that used to do everything. People, they got mad and said, no, we don't need your service because you're not doing nothing. I said, what are you doing? They never bring salt. They just come with the big like Ford truck with the big shovel. They make it worse. And they just block your car in. These guys that came out, they have workers with shovel. They have the bobcat that clean out your drive. They do everything. Big difference. Big difference. Everyone is happy with it. But when I went out this morning, I was talking to my neighbor because he worked for MTA and he had to go to work. He was saying, he said these people on the HOA, he was like, why they don't have the people come out? He said, just shovel once. Just take the bobcat and move because nothing, no leadership, no, they just have the title, no vision. And I don't talk to those people. I wave to them, but I keep it moving. These people, these people used to come to my house. They used to come to my parties. We used to have a lot of parties, barbecue. We used to have house to get people come, cause we. But those, no, I would never invite those people. Because those people, they are not your friend. They are not your friend. Then after we left the HOA, the neighborhood, nobody talk to each other no more. Everybody outside don't want to talk to you. They don't do nothing no more. There's like a divide in the community. And a community that divides itself, not going to stand. And I want to say something, but people go, "Oh, yard chat," but it's a fact, and I keep it real. When I moved here, I was the only black person in this neighborhood. We have a Spanish guy, think he's white. I was a lot of Koreans, a lot of Asian was around, and but I was the only black, and to make it even worse, not worse. My wife is Asian, she's Japanese, and my kids. They did people. It was so one day I'm walking. Everybody looking at me like they're looking at me like if I don't live here. I'm like, what the hell? I said, why are you looking at me like that? So when I bought this house, we remodeled the whole thing over. Our house looked different from everybody else because there's a wall that we knock out in the kitchen and serving, we knock it out. So when you come, it's like an open concept. So yeah, it's it's yeah. I think I was the first black person that lived in this neighborhood. Yeah, yeah. I was the first black person living. Now there's only one. Now two. My friend, yes. Yeah. Yep. And some other people bought that house and sold it because he couldn't take the crap around here. And the other person who bought it, they're renting is some black people there, and they really never home. I don't see them. I don't know where they look. I saw them a couple times. A man, a woman. That's it. And their neighbor is black. But everybody, before I came here, I was the only black person live in this neighborhood. This neighborhood you see here. This neighborhood that you see here.